Hi, today I'm going to teach you the cowboy chords or the open chords in their major forms. The first one is C major. You want your third finger on the 5th string at the 3rd fret, your second finger on the 4th string at the 2nd fret, and your first finger on the 1st fret at the 2nd string. And you only play the A string to the top E, you don't play the low E. And if you want to look like a rock star, you can mute the bottom E like this, so you can do a Pete Townsend style. Oh, that didn't sound very good. Strumming all 6 strings, and you get maximum credibility. So yeah, your bass note on that chord is a C, A sharp, B, C. So that's how it works. The other note is a D sharp, E. So it's a C and an E. That's how you play the power chord. And then you've got an open G. You've got a C, and you've got another E. You could always play the whole thing, because you've got an E in it anyway, so you could play the bottom E if you were lazy, but it sounds better if you don't. Now, the next chord is an A major. You want to be barring the 2nd fret on these 3 strings here, the 2nd string, the 3rd string and the 4th string. So we'll use the ring finger on the 2nd string, the 2nd finger on the 3rd string, and the 1st finger, is that your index finger, on the D string. And we won't play the E, we won't play the bottom E again. We'll just play the A string, the D string, the G string, the B string, the E string. Now if I can get some video editing software, I'll put the chord diagrams up on the screen for you. The one we want to learn is the G major. That's a pretty rock and roll chord. You can play it in the classical way if you want, but when we're playing popular music, especially hard rock, you don't really need to play the classical form, but I'll show you how to do it anyway. You want your 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, which is going to give you a G. This finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, and you want these two fingers on the 3rd fret of the 1st and the 2nd string, so it'll go. It's quite a nice full chord, but when you've got a bit of distortion, you probably just want to do a lazy G, which is little finger barring these two, thumb hooked over the top and dampening this string. You play the G on the E string, but you dampen that. And you can miss this finger out if you want, it's just another voicing of the same chord, so you can either go or you can go. They're both G chords, but they're different inversions. So E chord is the next one. Anyone who knows power chords will be able to pick this up pretty easy. You have on an open E string. On the 5th string you want your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret. 4th string you want your 3rd finger on the 2nd fret. Now you want your 1st finger on the 3rd string on the 1st fret, and there you have it. A good way to jam is just do a bit of a vamper on the E chord, and then maybe you'll have someone playing a little solo over the E chord in E minor pentatonic or E major pentatonic or whatever you choose. Now, so that you've got the E chord, and the final open major cowboy chord is the D chord, which is like a little triangle shape. On the top string you want your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret, you want your 3rd finger on the 2nd string on the 3rd fret, and you want your 1st finger on the 3rd string on the 2nd fret. And you just want to really play the D string to the E string. I think it'll work if you play the A string, but you don't want the bottom E. That jars. You just want, so you can mute the bottom E if you want with your thumb and go. These 5 chords are the basis of the caged system, so you can play the same chords further up the neck. Say we slide say an E shape up to the 3rd fret, we use a bar to simulate the nut. You play the E shape and voila, you've got a G major. And then you could do the same with an A chord. Slide it up to the 3rd fret. It's a tone and a half higher. So that'd be a C. C major. That's it really. That's how to play your major open or cowboy chords. Hope you've enjoyed the lesson.